and welcome to STEAM Club online platform for my lower elementary friends. I am Ms. Joke and I will be your coach for this lesson. Follow on as we explore Thomas Edison package of electricity together. In our present day, virtually everything runs on electricity. Our phones, computers, TVs, video games, iPads, and every other electrical component in the house. Yet, it is still confusing to a lot of people on how it works. In order to understand even the simplest concept of electronics, you must first understand what electricity is. After all, the whole purpose of electronics is to get electricity to do useful and interesting things. The concept of electricity is both familiar and unknown. Electricity is the flow of electrical energy or charge. Electricity is a type of energy that is one of the most widely used forms of energy. It is a secondary energy source, which means that we get it from conversion of other sources of energy like coal, natural gas, oil and nuclear power, and other natural sources, which are called primary sources. The energy source we use to make electricity can be renewable or non-renewable. Now, how do electricity get to our homes? We are familiar with the fact that electricity comes from power plants, coal, wind, and nuclear reactions. Now, electricity travels from power plants, which is the generating station, and it can be hundreds of miles away from your home, to a transformer to increase the voltage before pushing it across a long distance. The electric charge goes through a high voltage transmission line across the nation in big cables hung high in the air or buried in the ground to a substation, where the voltage is lowered so it can be sent through smaller power lines to a smaller transformer in our neighborhood, and then the power source in our homes in smaller power, safe to be used in the home. Once it gets to our houses, it travels through wires on the walls until it gets to electrical outlets in our homes. From there, we plug our power cord to get the electricity into electrical devices we use every day. Let's look at some inventions of Thomas Edison on electricity. The first power plant, opened in New York City in 1882, was owned by Thomas Edison. He was a great inventor. He came up with more than 2,000 inventions, which include almost everything that uses electricity in our homes, like bulbs, switches, fuses, sockets, and meters. Edison worked on developing a suitable storage power that could power an electric car. That's a lot of invention. Don't you want to be a great inventor just like Thomas Edison? Now, let's look at the two types of electricity: static electricity and current electricity. The static electricity is the build-up of an electric charge on the surface of an object. It induces because the movement of the negative charge from one object to another. Static electricity exists for a short time. Example is seen in lightning strikes. Now, you can take a pen, rub it against your hair for a couple of times. It will gain enough electric charge which can be used to lift up a paper. Therefore, your pen and the paper attract one another like the opposite end of two magnets. In current electricity, there's a movement of electrons. That is, they carry electric charge from one place to another. These electric currents are moving inside the conductor. They exist for a long time and are the most useful type of electricity. They travel along a conductor path known as a circuit. An electric circuit is a pathway that allows electric current to pass through its components. This electric current is used for running the fan, lights, TV, and other electronics in the house. Let's take a step further to understand the circuit component. Examples of circuit components are battery, which starts electric current. A motor. A motor is a load used in electric current. A buzzer is also a load. LED is also a load used in electric circuits. Switch opens and closes a circuit. Wire, the current travels along it. How does electricity move through a circuit? Wires are made of metal, usually copper and aluminum. Because wires are good conductors, they allow electricity to move through them freely. Other materials called insulators like rubber, wood, and glass does not allow electricity to move through them. They stop the flow of electricity. Circuit can either be open, that is, there is a cut or breakage in the flow of electric current, or closed, that is, there is a free flow of electric current in a circuit. Let's take a look at some safety rules in electricity. Never put a metal object in an outlet or appliances. Don't plug too much stuff in one outlet, like you have your TV set, your video game, your heater, and your toaster on one outlet. It might cause a spark and cause a fire outbreak. Never mix water and electricity together. Stay away from power lines. Stay away from transformers and substations. Now let's take a look at some facts of electricity. Electricity travels at the speed of light, 300,000 kilometers per second. A spark of static electricity can measure up to 3,000 volts. You can use a gold leaf electroscope to measure static electricity. The first 4 common domestic items to be powered by electricity were sewing machine, fan, kettle, and toasters. All I have shared about electricity is to spark up your interest in science and bring out the creative talent in you. If Thomas Edison could make a bulb and other electrical devices, you can also make better things that will be useful and needful to your generation. Never forget, it's in you. Now is the time to bring it out. Now, using all we've learned on electricity and its components, it is time to explore wonderful and exciting project-based demonstration on electricity. See you in the next video.